Now we see this wee cave now. Where's this wee cave? I've lost it myself, you know. No, we're going up for the wee cave first. There's water here. I wonder what that's what the beach used to be like there. Used to be all stones like that. The last quarter of the beach. The last third. Oh, that sun's hot now. It's not really very warm today, 15 degrees it's supposed to be. That feels warmer than 15, huh? So you stand here now, you wouldn't see a cave there, would you? And that's slab of rock, you see. That slab of rock over there is the cave. Not made like. It's just all that rock's cut away. So all that rock would have looked like that. There's the wee steps there going down on the cave itself. So I would say it's a tourist attraction, because if you're a smuggler, you're not going to do wee fancy steps and all, are you? Like, all you want's a hole in the roof. Chuck your stuff down, put a bush on top. But it's probably a wee tourist attraction, trying to get money off folks that know it was a cave. It's not very deep, like. But way back in Victorian times, you'd have been going down in the hill, going to one of these places here, like, into the body of the earth, like. So that's about as far as it goes, eh? And maybe they had original plans to go on to Scotland or something like that, like. But they never got that far. Last time I was here, you could make out that they would have had a gate or something on here. I can't find out, where did I see it? Have another look. Where did I see it? There was somewhere like it was hinges or something. Can't mind now. You can just imagine your man would have sat there collecting money, like. Alright, sat down here like me here, nice and comfy, like. I don't see it now, Luna. Don't see it now. I thought I see it somewhere where it might have been brackets or something on. There's one wee anchor with tie something onto it. Might have been a wee net. Another one there. No, apart from that, nothing really. One of them things worth seeing but not coming to see. You wouldn't go your way to see it. You see there now, that's a wee natural formation there, is it? It's almost like concrete laid. Must be natural. We're in the roof now, this wee cave. Hey, you know what? Look where it goes. I've never actually walked over here. So that they brought the boat on there, so they would have. Hey, there's a wee Smugglers Cave. I never bothered me out walking over here, you know. Because you find something new every day. So you bring your wee boat on there, boys. You bring your boat on there. You wouldn't get on now with the white rocks. But that could have been the tax boys, put them white rocks there. Block it off for them. Just dumped a pile of rocks. You brought your wee boat in there. There's your wee steps coming up. Although I do it now, I'll slip on it. But that is a wee, that's wee steps there, like. That's sloppy, that's sloppy, fucks. That is sloppy. Proper Smugglers Cave there, boys. You could use that today for cigarettes, couldn't you, like? Aye. What's all this black stuff on there for? Whatever that is. I never thought to walk over the roof of it, you know. You still had a right bit of walking to do, didn't you? And hide it in there. But imagine the wee cave was sort of natural itself. But that's all carved out of the stone there. Still took a bit of work. So it must be the real Mackay there. Bearing in mind when they built that, they probably didn't have bicycles. So how many tax boys come down this way? You wouldn't get over that white rocks there now, like. I wouldn't be surprised if that was dumped in deliberately. That boat's getting in there. The seam going across. Because the water's deep there. It's deep enough inside. Bearing in mind it would have been a rowing boat. You mind that boy in the canoe this morning there, that boy in the canoe. If he had drugs, like drugs, heroin, stuff like that, you still bringing them today. Would you go falling over now then? No, you're not ready to fall in. I'll take a wee walk out here now. I don't know, a wee pup going out that way too, then. There's all the wee caravan park down below. A few mobile homes, and there's room behind for touring caravan. It's very, very tight. Very tight. You won't see it in the GoPro, but you'll see the wee road going up that hill. That's the road you have to drive if you don't get turned there. You see it, how narrow it is. I done it with a caravan on. So it is doable because there's not much traffic, but you're on your wits end, like, just hoping the hand comes. I say you just go corner to corner. It's the only way you're going to get past is maybe at the corners. But I've seen me even on straight roads and people on the other side panicking. Even when you've got white lines on the road, you're driving a caravan, you meet a car, it's usually a woman, like, but they're not discriminating. You meet someone coming the other way and they freeze. They stop driving in the middle of the road so you pass, even though there's white lines dividing it. You meet one of them people on that wee narrow road, oh, you're buggered. Even if there's room to pass, they just freeze. Well, there you are, wee Smugglers Cave. Ballycastle has it all. They'll finish the tour of the island, these ones. But at the end of the day, you see bits of concrete left. They probably was a bit of sunbathed out there and all the rest. You went out, see, in the olden times, people went out to the sea to get the ozone. Ozone was, you know why people now drink spring water, mineral water. It's a lot of crap, like. But people are buying water. Well, years ago, people used to pay to breathe in air. And that's why you had all these piers and all around these British coastlines, like Blackpool. The idea wasn't to walk over water. The idea was to get out to get the ozone. There's more ozone out there than there is inland. So you had to go out and breathe the ozone in. Get rid of all that soot in your lungs with all these mills and stuff. And all that corn dust and all, yeah. All these industrial revolutions are having an impact on people's health. So you want to go out and get the ozone. Well, they didn't have a pier here, but there would probably put a wee bit of concrete down, room for deck chairs and stuff, and ones would have went out. They were used to the cow, them boys, yeah, in them days. So they probably went out 3/4 of the year breathing the ozone. There was a train that brought them here. They came on the train. So once you came on the train, you sort of trapped here. One of them mobile homes now, they're all locked in. Look at that wee one. What do you want to play? You want to play all of that? No, wee puppy. I play the wee puppy.
Oh, she'll steal that.
She's taking up. That's alright, she can steal it. It's a wee bit of competition does in the world of good. Now, if she would have played with anything, she loved playing, but now she's starting to play ball. I know she sometimes doesn't see other dogs. But I still wanted
She used to be the same, but she loves the ball.
I wanted to play with other dogs too, like. Why do we chase, Luna? We chase. That's all wants to do now is play ball. Look at that. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? What a competition now, Luna. There's competition. Who's the fastest? The very scary wee tail yours. Oh, wee thin tail. Hey, good luck. I say, look, I'm going to get your ball, Luna. I was going to get your ball. Come on, bring your wee ball with you there. Oh, I hope you don't stop playing, Luna. You need to play with puppies. See, as it happens, it becomes an addiction, this ball playing. Luna, we're going to walk a plank here now. Luna, your ball! Your ball! This was fixed up, so it was lately. We non-slip things and all on it now, boys. Them mares not very wide out, are they? I can feel the ozone out here already, boys. And all wee bud heading out. That's Raffle Nail in front. First time I went to Raffle was along with my uncle and another friend. And at that time Raffle had no electricity. And during the troubles and all, like, no touristy coming back in them days. And the harbour, what they were done, the police didn't go out there often, like. So if you wanted an old car, you bought an old car that filled the MOT, you drove it around the end until it stopped, and then you chucked it into the harbour, into the sea. And the harbour was full of scrap cars. I went out in a wee fishing boat. Although it was a fishing boat, it was used for passengers. And the day we went out, it was a wee bit rocky, and some water was actually coming on one side of the boat, going over the deck and out the other side. That's the kind of boat you had. When we got to the other side, they had a wee minibus to take you out to the bird sanctuary. Uncle, he'd on the birds. So we got in the wee bus. We were sitting in the back seat. The seats weren't even screwed to the floor. They were wobbling. You tried to hold the seat in front of you and it was wobbling. I tell you, no health and safety in them days. Now, they've got proper boats and everything now, like. Tarmac. Now, they didn't have telegraph poles and nothing like that years ago. But they had telegraph wires, but they just lay along the side of the road and they crossed the road, the tarmac, just like you would with a hose pipe today. Just throw it down like. That's how the telephone was. So they had telephone. Your boy Marconi, Morse code, he was in Ballycastle, and the very first wireless communication in the world was from Ballycastle to Raffle Island. Now Marconi, as far as I know, he was an Italian. But he came to Britain when he was a young. I don't know if he's studying or what. And he came pretty young anyway. And then he got a job by the Royal Navy. And the Royal Navy needed some kind of communication. When I say he got a job in the Royal Navy, he wasn't in the Royal Navy. He was brought in for this communication job. Because they needed to be able to communicate with the Empire and stuff. So they used towers, didn't they, Marconi towers? But I think the Marconi, that would be, it wasn't talking, I think that's the first of the Morse code that he would have brought on. I'm not 100% sure. You know, the beep 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 beep. So that might have been what he was doing wirelessly. Up until then, Morse code could be done through wires. and the Titanic was one of the first things to use the Marconi thing. The Morse code, the beep beep beep, but it was wireless. So the Titanic was one of the first ships to get it. But this is what all happened here. Why he came from Britain over here to test it out? So it must be just to test the distance to prove there's no cables involved. There's no way of putting a cable. Why if you did it in the Thames, man, say, oh, you need a cable under there, boys. We all know how you done that. It's like a circus act. So what brought him to Ballycastle? They could have a wee museum to tell you about that, but so most people don't care. They just get the mobile phones and they don't worry about it. If you go to Raffling Island, they have a wee pillar to say where it was done from, but there's nothing on this side to tell you where it was done from. I've never seen it. Like, did they do it from a hotel room or what? When you go to Head, the Coast Guard, you have wee Marconi towers, and that's where they would have kept the equipment to run it. And they're actually brick towers. It wasn't a wee handheld thing. Are you trying to communicate with Raffling Island, are you? What is wrong with you now? You're not going across there, like. You bark at some weird things like that. Maybe there could be a ghost there for all I know. I mean, it's a terrifying life, but are you like? Somebody do that Smugglers Cave over there. Doesn't that look like a nice wee pool there, doesn't it? Sorry they haven't made in the pool. Wee steps down in there. Wee sea pool. A lot of seaweed in right now. These rocks here is badly weathered. There's no sign of any concrete here now. I remember seeing bits of concrete here. Happening saying that, I wasn't looking out for it. Look at these wee animals in there, boys. There's wee creatures swimming inside that wee pool of water there. Piles of them. Piles of them. Like wee tadpoles, about quarter the size, an eighth the size of a tadpole, very very small. But that wee puddle is full of them. So you imagine that, would that be fresh water or salt water up there? You imagine it'd be fresh, wouldn't you? Wouldn't be often the salt water would get up this high. Like there's shells in there, so the sea does splash up now and again, but I wouldn't imagine that this time of year. All this erosion here is just frost and stuff. You see that there's man-made there, like. There's an example there, like. You see where the wee walls built, like a wee path out, so you know they were coming out this way. But I don't think they were walking on rocks, they were walking on concrete. So we had a cement path on top of that. Whenever they built this. Just all, there's no sign of nothing now. Maybe that was a wee sea pool. Not there, they built the concrete there. Ah, the boys done that along there and there. Then a wee path made there. See the wee bridge. See, they could do stuff like that today, couldn't they? Like, they don't do that. If they did that now, it'd have to be wheelchair accessible and everything else. I have to have handrails, and there's so much stuff that would ruin the look of it. But it's just nice to have a wee bridge to walk across, isn't it? No common sense no more now, like. The quality's gone too far, like. So the thing is, if you go for a walk, you can walk 10 miles. I can't imagine many people want to go in a wheelchair and push themselves for 10 miles. So wheelchairs don't need to get everywhere that people get. You just need to get far enough that people want to do in a wheelchair. You know, a wheelchair wouldn't come down that beach, so they wouldn't need nothing here. But was up there in Ballycastle in Windmill, and there's no way a disabled person can get that mill. How much years old, like? There's no way. The majority of people, probably over 60, couldn't get up it. And yet they've one of them public toilets where they might change them at now for adults. Hot shower, everything. Cost a fortune to put that in. Yes, the Bank Council, do you have toilets for the public, for nobody? No, we're going to go back now. We're going to have to start heading back. I know you love the excitement of it all, Luna. Do you want to just rummage around yourself? I can wait. If you have a wee sniff about, I'll wait here. We'll give you 15 minutes. No, you're going to stand and wait for me to chuck a ball or something. There's another bit down there that's been squared off, whatever that idea that was. Come on now, Luna, let's go. I'm going, Luna, I'm going. So I don't know to come over the bridge now, you know. Look, she's going to try and find me across the water. Luna, you have to go to the bridge. Over this way, Mum. How did she get across that water there? How did she jump that? Luna, come on, this way. See that wee girl there, I'll tell you. Come on, this way. Come on. Look at that, look. Wee mountain goat. They wanted to set a caravan up there. No car. And that's what gives caravans a bad name there, like. Because they're not camper. Look at the cars at the side of it. There's after the stones. There's after the stones. You need your own stone, Luna. I said you have to get your own stone. That's a bad habit she picked up there, we waste on the stone. As you see stones going on now, like. They always want to anybody took on stone.
I was the same.
You're not going to find them, Luna. Luna, you want your ball? You want your ball? Are you ready? At least you have a better chance to get the ball out. That's the go. Luna, your ball! Luna, your ball! Luna, your ball! Fuck, Luna, you've been silly now. There's your ball. Luna, your ball! She wants the stone. She thinks he's messing out with something. She wants to know what it is. Can't beat them, join them, Luna. We're putting the sea level up now by chucking these stones out. I suppose want the ball. Little ball! Little ball! I don't know what it is about stones. I don't like looking after stones, it loses all sense. Oh, ball tipping her up now. They market stalls that were tipped from the north side now. That's enough of beachy. Nobody wants to watch beachy walk, you know. There's these three pups here, but here I've been